everyone, welcome to Logan's Mosh Pit. Glad to have you here. Do me a favor and please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, consider joining my Patreon page for some cool perks. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Ow! Hot off the press, I'm holding the latest and greatest April 2023 edition of Guitar World magazine. Jeff Beck is on the cover. For me, the most rewarding part about flipping through the fascinating pages of Guitar World is that it allows me to discover new bands. After all, I'm always eager to expand my musical boundaries. Gregory Adams wrote this exquisite article hyping up a Houston-based group that you've probably never heard of, but you need to hear, named Narrow Head. I listened to their most recent record, Moments of Clarity, and I must say, Narrowhead, you nailed it. It immediately turned me into a fan. I'll leave a link down below to the full Moments of Clarity album. Now, why don't we shed some light on Narrowhead? The fact that Houston's Narrowhead have a song called Gearhead on their latest album, Moments of Clarity, is no surprise. Throughout its 12 songs, vocalist guitarist Jacob Duarte and guitarist Cora Puckett and William Menjivar put on an immersive tone clinic, obliterating a mix of alternative metal grooves and shoegazing melodies with amber washes of fuzz, flanger, and more. Duarte's taste in particular lay with the workhorses, the guitarist generally linking together a series of boss pedals instead of something boutique, the kind of stuff you're not worried about scuffing up, whether playing DIY dives or festival stages. I think the first pedal I ever got was a Boss Digital Delay. Super non-expensive, Duarte says. I tried to get into the vintage boutique stuff when I was 19 or 20, but it's kind of dumb to do. It's expensive. It sounds good, but I'm not playing it at church. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's fun to chase vintage pedals, Puckett concedes. Like, I have the same op amp Big Muff that Billy Corgan used, but the majority of the fuzzy tones on Moments of Clarity are not from that. Moments of Clarity fittingly revels in the feel of 90s era Smashing Pumpkin, Breakup, and Hum the Real, while retaining the scrappy edge Narrowhead's members owned in various hardcore bands. On their latest album, Puckett says Narrowhead pushed those poles to the extreme by writing poppier pop and heavier heavies. They manage both feats, whether spooning stacked fifth sweetness into Caroline or compressing spines with trepanation, a pummeler that plunged the group's general drop C-sharp tuning down to a subsonic drop B. We just kept going down until the melody fit, Duarte says. While Duarte tracked all the guitars on 2020's 12th House Rock, Menjivar and Puckett harmoniously integrated themselves into the mix for Moments of Clarity. The trio are prone to rotating rhythm and lead duties, sometimes pushing Duarte's tone-bent scale work to the forefront. Other times, Puckett's octave-driven soaring. Of their newly amorphous roles, Duarte concludes, I wouldn't say it's a free-for-all, but we each do our own thing. Well, that's the end of the article. Check out Narrowhead when you get a chance. You'll be glad you did. Before we go, I want to show you a pic of them. From left to right, we have drummer Carson Wilcox, lead vocalist Jacob Duarte, bassist Rubio Ritchie, guitarist William Menjivar, and guitarist Cora Puckett rounding out the great group. Spread the word, guys. What new bands have you come across recently? Let me know in the comments. That does it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Till then, rock on.